ma wonso watimi edi amama me na Chocho Industries Hajia Special Foods ana afi St. Louisa Local Rice for Adaroma ana afi womo asoye mo se yemfasa promotion yi ene eye achede sonkon ema wone wo maame eno ti make it a point na ewia bia no fa wafidie no eto eye 92.9 from 2 p.m. ekosi 4 p.m. na memory dano pebia nso watie akwanya ne beba na afi watimi afre aba dwumadie ne so na wonso waye a part of it afi womo Adaroma yaboafo no nso eboa ye pa ana afi yeboa se amamefo nyina da no yebehwe na yene wo mo nyina no edi afi yetimi ayefefa Mame fast that be my Mascon Estate Ghana Limited. I don't pay se wutie me ampacho asase sem de the teacher and kan ha ehu hia ye papa enunti se ope baby a wo beto asase ampacho mansotwe bia no ene ho na ene no langard bia no ema metata wo ma osika wo de ato asase no enkohyengu kwade a pacho Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for ensase ana anopei esese ope echa kwan na wotemi etobi wo monsase no nyina no eye papa eda fompa a wotobia project ahodo a opeso de nyina no pacho eni die kwan so obetimi aye amana ye feye pa one plot no ye measure 70 by 100 eno eye 30,000 Ghana cedis half plot no enso ewo 7,500 na de obe nyina no eni se eni ye ma wakwanya no na sika no watu emu fa na afi ya ma bosomi nsia na de aka no wode etuatua ne nkakra eno nti anopei woni Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for eni enkomo na womo beboa agye wo so na afi womo apasa ne bi ede amount pacho mo amotie yen ewa amanani a ede munya ya mo beba fie ababe project ana mo de sika beba na yato asase aye project amamo no pacho de wo benya hotoso wo mu no eye Mascon for ensase we obi emma mefa afi bo na eda hono mo a etwen wo project no nso opese womo ankasa esima wa womo ebeye ho adwuma esini nyina no ede amount eno nti Mascon Estate de anopei yedi ho adanse a na yenim de ye kampacho eni de kwan so womo nko na Ghana ha womo eche 20 bags of cement womo wia na womo de 200 pieces of blocks e de account ho say o project no fefrase eno no thank you gift a womo e de be chokwa esanse woni womo aba bedidwa afemu amo pass ase for commercial purposes mo amusi asori hospitals hotels filling stations mo amo pese mo be school mo amo pese mo ye event centers warehouse ana wo pese wo si ana shopping mall ni nyina no Mascon Estate ewo asase kese a mpacho ene woni womo edi nkomo a womo ebema obi ma wotimi ediasi eye o commercial facility no eno nti anopei woni womo eni enkomo ya sase no wo Chopoli 10 minutes drive from Central University ana afi 5 minutes drive away from eye Seglemi affordable housing project no enti ewo krompa na enclave no munyina no e develop ye papa eno nti anopei free Mascon for na woni womo eni ensa woso numbers no eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and after 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 na woni Mascon Estate for any enkomo anopei opromo office no extra kwan mpacho womo ewo eye Spinters Road no eso Community 18 Junction woman Allied Filling Station no ana edi enhwene mu ewon kran ha ewo KFC no enchen ho ape enunti anopei bacho bo homode na woni eye Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for any enkomo na womo beje so asase no ne kase bi a wo pe edi ayo project bia no bacho womo ebedomaboa ama wonsa etimi akabi ya service ne dada enti yayiyi ya kwan no demarcations ni nyina no eye correct ye wode ye allocation so a ye de eye gated communities ahodo enti de wupe bia no oba Mascon for ebejo so na womo ne wo aye adwuma etimi abom anopei mamemfa asedane bi nso ema St. Louisa Local Rice na womo Adaroma pacho womo boaye papa St. Louisa Local Rice no eye Ghana mo eye papa yadua ewo Ghana ha aboa ma Ghana for dodo na nso enya adwuma ye afi St. Louisa Adaroma Ghana kuafo a womo domo no mpacho womo nya womo kuaye no so mfaso pa na eni jesem no eni se uye obi a waniji local rice ho dia the papa no eno St. Louisa local rice emo a anonsuo ede wono asi ho a eche ensei entinsuo enyehwe eye papa esanse the natural nutrients esese wunya edi free eye rice mo no ni nyina no ewo bi emfa hwe emfa mfremo enti anopei mpacho woni eye St. Louisa local rice for eni ensawoso na gemo ni bi esifie mpacho student no eni adesuafo ni nyina na makwan a womo abafie mpacho debi a womo bedi mo a eye St. Louisa local rice and esese wo hwese womo betimi enya edi ebebo mo apomudin ye pa afei se wutie me na wani je ho se ubetu mu ni bi aton ekura wo so regional wo mu no ubetu bi na waton ewo ho na afei wabe distributor nso a de obe nyina no ene se woni St. Louisa for eni enkomo na wo mo beje so aboa sa akwanya no ebetimi aba ede amount na afei dodo bia opese ututon bia no wo mo timi aboa obi pacho numbers ni 0546 242343 0546 242343 na oni St. Louisa eni enkomo omochira kwan ewo La Paz wo mo ewo eye adjacent the Eco Bank na afei wako honom na oni wo mo edi nkomo dodo obi a opebia no wonsa ebetimi aka anopei wo mo adaroma ana wo mo etimi aboa na endra ewo the Supreme Court Wamo echo asetena se yenko na enkomo a akwakoda Supreme Court no enim about a year Ura Richard Delaskai na application I will file ye with the Supreme Court se yen jante a year the Parliament of Ghana from the processes lead to the passage of a year bill yedi hun komo some time ago na ni nyina mu no ana endra there was an opportunity say plaintiff no nipa wodi na asem koda court no enema bi a court no susu say ankoye ewo na application a wodi ba ye ni mu no wo mu bema na kwanya na wakwakoye nsachra ye ewo eye applications no emu na enomu na lawyer edema eye the Speaker of Parliament sorry gina said there be enya ade a wo bema entiase no abasa esan say plaintiff no nipa wodi na asem ne beda court no watena se adwen ho yie ana wajosa ne nsem ni nyina no egu nkrata so a wode aba na eno no ekokofa kasa bebre na no edeba Supreme Court at the end of the day court no agrant say amendment no entimi emra yebekọ ahoma ne so na yedi enkomo sisi but quick one yenhwe emfonyi no na yentie de sie no bi emra
with a suggestion of counsel for first defendant and orders the plaintiff applicant to file a fresh motion paper with supporting affidavit and statement of case. Plaintiff is also given leave to address any matters of fact and issues of law in the new process. Plaintiff applicant is given up to 17th of May. So now you have moved from 9th to 17th of May. Up to 17th of May 2024 to further new processes. Counsel for defendants are given 7 days after service on them to file any processes that they may wish to. But
just I'm sorry. Yes. I'm proud, just to point out that he should address new matters of fact in the affidavit, but not issues of law. Especially that would be offensive of the rules. Affidavit contains matters of fact, new matters of fact. And
I said so.
No, it's a new issue and issues of law. I had.
Yes, as a matters of fact
yes.
and issues of law that they want to.
Right. So because
I don't want any further applications.
No, because issues of law cannot be an affidavit. So
no. Listen.
Right.
Listen. I don't know if you listened to my ruling.
Yes.
I said the plaintiff applicant is to file a fresh motion paper with supporting affidavit and statement of case.
Oh, statement of case.
Yes.
That's fine.
That's part of the ruling.
That's fine.
If you missed that.
I mean, call ahomane so na yene lawyer Kwaku pencil ende enkomo. Counsel, anope what to make a good morning. Pachompom to saying.
Erada don't know way.
Very well. Anope yebas ye papa say waji ye so. Na endro minim said the course was Supreme Court what do we need e de chire kakra. Very well. And first off, where do we begin? Say a plaintiff ebe file an application in court. Na court no ebe court for hearing. Na afi the opportunity ebe ba say plaintiff na wono no de na semba ye no ye mana kwenya. Na one sanson koye amendment. Na one file affidavit to support his case. Any de ka ho nyina no. I mean, is it a normal practice for the court to do so?
Very, very normal. But lawyers, you pa. And you pay beyond from one home. A dreamer biara, you pay your biara. Lay dreamer and shadow and both him there, lay and from door. And so, from dinner bar, one who quite there. That's an apple to her, now Astra court in the day. Or more quaint, night and errors, and our mistakes, and our. For the better, one Kessben and two number of Pussy. Sayana the ma, a wire more can be technicalities and some of them some no man. One then want now one more humble bra. Internal the lawyer no, or no, Monsieur no quandra and no, I just say it. No woman no, I hear automatic there. In BBR, repair queen, if you court, and also the pede court, no, a castle court there, or more quane bibino, and yet automatic there, ABC and a quarter number more quaint. The court in Ancasana, overkill, was some now bacano, overkill, as some other court name no, now why should I pede no, nor jitum there, that pede no, and no quandra, court number more quaint. There, because it does not affect the substantive matter. As someone puts in the court, one of them, no home from it doesn't affect it. Quite biara, epidesis, was some, and son and the cabin and casedu no. 9 out of 10 court more quaint that can the marginal.
Very well. Now, are you calling no, sir? I mean, before. Hello, Council Pachotimenka. Hello, Council. Lawyer Pachotimenka. Very well. What I'm asking is that I know, sir, before you be called for hearing, no, now all the lawyers for both sides, one more a defending you more, and the more semaba court, you know, their friend case management conference now akoso for the parties, you know, to be able to agree on a particular aspect of a case, you know, entirely. Say, I had the yenina yegitum, I had so the yesusu say ebia in frame. I mean, per the pleadings of the plaintiff, no, na yatumia esanshesha, you know, and sana hearing nan kasano etimi efras here. Now, when the case is called in court, I mean, is it the time, SSA, you make such application for amendment into the pleadings you require from the court, and
I didn't imagine there. Inform and paying for when you put you are, however brilliant, the most brilliant lawyers in Ghana have gone to court. Hello,
Pachomitio, Council.
The most brilliant lawyers have gone to court. Monsieur Yipa, if you part need the info. I don't baby be info to my court and Brandon Suma Hokai there. You pen away more court to lawyers, I've been there. That could be Babona at the BIN. I will flow Sabato into my yellow, Brassam, when I would say, was of the banner. Into them, a match, me the man is on yard of a lawyer, it does no matter how bright or brilliant that you are. You fool when you put that's the first point. Until we won't form now, what's the court? The court to more quaint, nay, then my idiot lawyer informal court in the to court about more quaint. My then a cossessy, baby, if it was an epidemic. Not that they are mitty in the chair. One has a way beside dinner, whatever court, whether court.
Yeah.
No one can see who there on January into no, everybody the number of the 1 hour or the mass of the 1 hour. I didn't be January, and all court, and I say. Or a casa with hooking and one pamphlet. Now the margin of the Mamacano, I had one actually been said that it happens regularly. That's the way I'll see it. And you know,
but how do we explain the conduct of the defense counsel, lawyer Tadio, sorry, raising objections to that particular I mean, stance a court, you know, eteki.
I call you, but don't for a call.
Now,
what's our comments to be that? I'll call for the work of check my assembly.
Exactly.
And then I'm now coming with Sinalo. I Azibiara nipa be page wo court biara no. Yede biara na ni obi leaders man so bato ase. Into kwan a nipa so to asam na ase no. What would the Jinado on swear then that he was supposed to it? The way I met Senasam National Rakele, once I the Aaron Abano or the court twice and answer baby to them. And now Supreme Court when you need there. Quenya ordinary someone because some court he as a two plaintiffs will be a lawyer and I will represent the Speaker of Parliament. And then you can see lawyers who are saying, "Here they are winning our argument." But we hear there, court no, eventually, over here, I been them the year to Kuyim, court no, Casavia, what Casavia. And so then my area and the nursery lawyers say, Juma there, Bibini na opponent, another impana electoral shop a lawyer, then in have general Kora, who so. Kwanya ata asam na ase no wo so botum aginado da ye what we call opposition that was then akọ etia da opedo ye no e bia yipa no waste time e bia asam no adina correction opedo ye no kwa no o ye kwan po o mama asam ngirane nado and so forth and so on reasons are and a sense that ye ginado ye bia da ye kutia obi no ayo doso no bia na nta ase mbra ko nara no obi na nta ase ntina mmiri bia no we a judge would in the Bobu because differences in our point are something in my court. It has some shots and to go to our resolve. Now, judge in there up to every point in time, baby, son would do Biala when to entry and answer the differences of a Biala or a judge in the duty, although Bois, no, I then, what that's some Nado and answer Boba as some Negu. And so, no, the Supreme Court one day start, they are in control.
Okay.
So, where someone like we where and very strong, maybe I would do that. And today, the idea, for instance, who rule against the sorry, another next one who the Speaker of Parliament. You'll be the Supreme Court, maybe a review. Review in the application. That na ejina brado achechim let that way no yana kwando if them law if them proceed if them idea join the Supreme Court the matinti if he feels strongly then like I said to my father the Supreme Court where would the boy no objection no so you want ya what the application for review that and so no the man oh yeah one so we a lawyer and you one though we a lawyer also go try that the matter every meaning now what's opinion do gara no shasa and see adibiara differences biara go play court no judge na kasa another the judges na what kasa na asam no the whole no
Council, but for further clarification, no amendment way no does it go to the extent of say a bit change the substance of case na kasa edahono and now say probably so speaking no some of the pleadings are plaintiff no no and at work correction room in situations where obeba no na assempt tunti a whatever court no assessor no I mean what will be the stance of the law
I wonder if someone you'll be assumptira and assumptira is that this summer you know ebia kwanya obachiche asam no kwanya obaka asam no ebia brofo kasa na lepo no adena echo no kwa no hu that asi ana so de asam anyi pewie no wakasa kata ho na hwemre bi a njo de edisi asam no do afense do ningina no nipa wo ho kwan there iba court there because I didn't watch in there in your family we are that work court no na what the kasa it's no say the men share na so there the ma dwen such anya wo wara wasam no say such be na say afam the court through the proper means there but amendment in there that the by no first no Canada na mbom no say na me pele me the ma asem no do wa ha me pele me the membre me gina do ano wo ho kwan ano amendment ono ye kan amendment no enti no we num wara wasan wo de bay no ningina de na wo de gina wo won le wo bibi wa wo de wo ana ebotum aboa ha abam wasam no ntase abam enti dem America no court no ma ho kwan de won den won fo wasam ndi na baby waka so pere wodina
okay
court ni wo nya adwene kwa ya won na ye argument at this point it is not for the court to agree with you regarding the substance that was some said maybe as a full political one court is the whole ma the matter want to tell why you never know and mere crime no so the man that chair was some no is it because because well transmo bungwa and they say what about show sense that it just the madi into say side am why you court what there parliament to crown when you go there wasn't what they come a president to crown was this system I say court why is what the aka wants is one say because them bila oh there was the custom no only
okay
and so what is quite happy it says she was some media judge me I been problem there why some baby after the family no at this point you know bro from the makade I never find technicalities there wala asama happy that to court name it's a sign happy to about some I know about my kwan na asesa wasam no another be the woman another be kan ho another pe dey bi film no ono no wo modam kwan no na kekere wasam no wo dam kwan no na de ba if you watch nasa na fi man na ba be kirem sensira it just there wasam kwan akekere no fofuri ekekere fofuru so amrafem no na kere da na fale no court when we frɛ won woni wonyim nti no bia need to be so wasam abra wo ka asam secret nkasa
very
nti no ma ho ni wara na de wasam aba wara na so kwan asam pele meka ka bia ma dan mo say me pele bia ni so okay that pele yen wo the fabra ya ma kwan kasi sa kaye insisan another go and amend them na friend wo bofo go and amend na fi asam na fi pele kan fabra edi bebio na mpo esan bibibio na pele de beka wa there's only one effort abuse there if the court forms the view the court in agree there kwana apele the court in fa no so be pele ti won fa won dila na so le pele waste time na so le serious na so le wo hu there sabi agree na the court no work out and mu na bom no pele se won be na da no court so ma kwan no even in a real proper case no and for instance then no am kwan then one year the magic next time we will share you also my lord I say you will never mistake you I no kwan obama every course wo bobo ka be that told that one kasa o kira so re ada be pin ho nti no your court system no that's the way it operates nti mo record ya na ma o code no da no kwai somebody obiara o your lawyer na be o follow the kwan is that some court no onya da obeye no one do
okay very well counsel anopa me dase nyame show
amen
nyame show and lawyer Kweku Pencil other menino Eddie and a private legal practitioner and then a human rights lawyer as well speaking to us and the course so a year Supreme Court and no home como other pay yedo age in 4 after 8 this is Kessben Pacho we are live on 92.9 so what join here live TV so Kessben television we are live on DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 NT and pay yadamunyina se papa numbers near 0550 596 929 0550 567 929 and no air text line sa no pay yade air juma mpacho ode wadwen tre no at the bar yabeje na yakenkan at the amount now a lot is happening the legal community quite an interesting one Crophobia Michelle about what really transpired in the Supreme Court but we'll come back once again now I mean seemingly President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo I mean in time past any single opportunity he reiterates he is willing na nijesem no ebewie pay at the time wa hand over ede ama eye ono ankasa na bedi akire John Dramani Mahama na Dr. Bawumia Afachame na Endra former president reply the president himself telling him say I mean niema SEC one happen mo no ye niema in fact ono President Mahama de enya ade a wo ba besoso so biem enti se nanado ka se wontimi enya na chi Major Mahama na wo ba be say niema indeed wo ba say corruption no achichi Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo abanye. And this is former President John Dramani Mahama speaking. Ma yenko na yentie President Akufo-Addo na yemra yeba yebetie obampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama nso. Ma yentie obampanyin Akufo-Addo.
Kessben 92.9 Asidankwa. Kessben 92.9 Asidankwa.
Mame fast that be 22bet.com for pay one more abwai papa 22bet.com.gh a platform ba kwa but mo bet lovers na mo pese mo place mo bet on games ahodo ni nyina no mpacho obekosa platform no so na watimi akwakotwa bet no ewo ho wo mo so many opportunities say wonso obetimi e win sika eno nti anope on your fixed deposit no over 200% bonuses ana ebeba so the amount and pay game bia wo pese wutwa bia no oko 22bet.com.gh ampacho obenya bi ewo so mo amope basketball mo amope soccer mo amope casino mo amope aviator ene de ka ho ni nyina no mpacho ni nyina no ebi ewo 22bet.com.gh so entiko na kotwa bi ewo ho bet to play bet to win and pay maximize the benefit on your betting slot enti ko na wutwa bia onso ubetimi win cash ewo ho platform no 22bet.com.gh and pay one web bm ade ato ho twen mo a mo de je ho se mo betwa bet no na utwa wankasa nso obedi mayenti omampan nanado
Kessben 92.9 Asidankwa.
Enti omampan nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ana wote se o kasa no ewo Blue Skies program womo ekoye asese omampan a obetu no efre akonwa so no wonim de pefe say I mean Ghana for ede amamo no sanso ese John Dramani Mahama nsa oba obesay no President Akufo-Addo asase ni nyina ma me kwa homa ne so na mene Bernardo Dro Chachi member of the NDC BOT in the enkomo be what me ka good morning at saying
me no amejo so na Kessben for what to saying
erade adom obi a ho ye so ho ye
ka che me no akabna se me chia no
Ojo so wotie wa no pay. Now the other kind I believe say wotie put tape me boy no Obampanyin Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo am making an indication say I mean John Dramani Mahama will be somebody obabe destroy niema hodo pia washa ase ni nyina na in fact want to me enya nachi emfama the former president obi owo gidie wonimu say niema waya ye papa ni nyina oba obeto aso no Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia wono na Ghana for enhwe ne so ento abama no mamintio
in a dedica mamincha watifo na mencha the rank and file of the National Democratic Congress na me no ka say ebonu ndumie no the national chairman of the party will be speaking on the limited voters registration exercise. I will urge everyone to be part and parcel of it. Fast forward. Manya dadie mampani odioa or chemuse ni legacy awajani legacy. The only person and I dream whom say among all the potential presidential candidates obetumi protecting the legacy. Ayo no ankasa na mampani be the chair Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Na I think yesterday the flatterer of the NDC former President Mahama so are indicating a position say legacy ben ho asem no okay. We must begin to assess the scorecard of the MPP government under his tutelage. And now me know what say so Ghana din international level talking about the money and capital market. I don't know be a team say Ghana maya they careful they car intimintia. For the first time under the Fourth Republic since 1992. His Excellency Akufo-Addo by Swana, one month for investors or Musika the top bond, our mine, any amount for so to external bond. No, a buying win quan they are buying for the first time or say, Obi our top bond, whether domestic or external. No, Saka ban a dear and Yadi bit metrian and net at metrian 2024 and 2025. You bet metria, they fit the year 2027, and no crown. o principal the top bond no whether domestic or external no ni tua no ebeye di afen so interest and as a coupon rate was en kawunya no and also subscribe you better so amount and now me no work say external debt creditors committee a year made up of China and the Paris Club no e dey beto just say so mbetimi age Ghana external debt exchange program atumu a na ndie na omo ne Ghana band omo nse be hye krata bi ase e kire se Kobasa Ghana bank and service debt or do almost per the stipulated time in the domestic debt exchange program timeline there. And the idea be a this Cabra Ghana mine in the form of the ECG, your port, your airport, any other adeno, the Monsabetoso. So when a legacy of President Excellency Mahama, Ebanon protected there, we can protect this legacy. Number two, under the Fourth Republic, when could they buy a press freedom? The ratings are when you acquire central for Fasunya Fakudi Komageno under his regime, no Mampanida da Mahama Pensono, his worst performance and yet the best performance of the regime. So when the legacy of president protected there, we will not protect it. They are also means under his excellency Danko Ekufuado. Adie bia na ya de eketa sene proye abana mamu mu no watane ne to a clearing agent from Cecilia Dapa to Boss Kanda, to whatever. I didn't be a year catastrophe proye no, why clearing agent. So legacy way, and a person Mampani Mahamamra, no me protected ya, we stand protected. They are also night. And I first learned and I don't quite kufuado. Onunkwa na ye Mampani obedia kunyano, or sheda kuche in krata be a friend of Japadia documenta. Nebota any say, Yengu Newman say Newman time manfueni. Na yem from mine fama yebusuya. I a friend who said that mafia a wo be with Japadia document. So legacy way and a person yemra me protected ya and a catch and say we can't protect this legacy. They are toss of you. And then a regime no regime when a regime or Timisha Yankopon bar what coming Yankopon. And now I know what I say. So called the Parliament of Ghana. Ye two amna donko be over. So if you care dear two amna so the Kobe Chrome Bono I have for the Bono Easter. I can't do a bit measure, you can't even measure it. So legacy way, and I say man penny that Mahama Mrano me protected ya. We shall never protect their legacy. They are also no. And then another Kufuado. All indicators a massacre someone to ye in the form of unemployment rate, exchange rates, policy rate, crime rate, whatever you can think of, all the rates, debt to GDP ratio, Aban when they are buying no dive in the negative. So legacy way and a person Mampani Mahamamra no me protected ya. We can't protect this legacy. They are toss of you. And the Mampani Nana Danko Kufuado pensono. Cocoa board baby the answer yes syndicated law amount now they are talking now what town now under his regime no under the Fourth Republic when they are buying Cocoa board avoka almost 12.3 billion this see that. So legacy way and also me protected there. We can't protect this legacy. Yet also under this regime, I'm going to protect the public press. Galamse, I'm putting my presidency on the line. And now I'm in a worker say no. So who paid him for their toys, Excellency Kufuado Abaya, a Galamse government. So legacy way, on some Mahama protected there. This legacy, we can't protect it. They are toss of you, they chato. Yankupon the Nancy and other Dako home, they are toss chato. And now I'm in a worker say no. A car any other body. But oh, Papaya, get to GDP above 100%. Now I hear Chamina, a Kufuado by His Excellency. And it's a sad legacy way. And I say, oh, my Mama Hama. Now, Monster Dr. Mahmoud Bomia born a protected ya. And then I catch a gun of food now say, South scorecard way. Tunsenia, a bomb, in my realm, a sanso yet time. Now, Mampanda Mahama say he will never on any day protect a legacy premise on chronism, premise on arrogance, premise on ineptitude, premise on promoting the level set poverty. Adiatisi when a legacy NDC and Mahama say about young protected and net.
Very well, be to Jina Sumame, Mamma Unia Crobia, Asante Swachi. Kwame Appiah morning, or no Deputy National Communication Director of the party, New Patriotic Party. Kwame, good morning, to say.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
obi anso ho ye pagya oni ni mu kakrama me na sɛ wɛkyerɛ enti ɔmapanyin na do sɛ I mean wo hwɛ ɛyɛ nneɛma a wayɛ a nipa a wɔwɔ gidie wɔ ne mu mapa sɛ obetimi agya n'akyi di ama no ɛyɛ Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Now the NDC is telling you say corruption utie nneɛma BOT bobɔ so ano wayɛ din na wotie sɛ saa legacy ana ɛwɔ hɔ say dia I mean there is no way NDC ever protect such legacy and nneɛma na say wie dada enti there has to be a change.
You know, Mr. Speaker, I mean, that was immediately say voice here.
Yes, kakra page more.
Great, okay. My Mr. Minya, it's been a long time. Speaker, you see, Yenianum NDC for no, only opportunity. Now, almost bank from them, a better to be better. Now, almost a super, I am clear, extra player, I am asked the principal speaker. Sometimes I am not NDC for no want to repackage you Ramahama. She said, Papaya, I can answer me when your opportunity to remedy or my issue. But Mr. Speaker, this is the same Mahama that now. Ghana for astronaut, Yaman every single opportunity under the sun. The man is simply incompetent. In any case, I'm a that I have to abet here with over 1 million votes. Now, what's in a fee? Now, a nay, would you have got a DVA? You know, what DVA also was up by my mother. And they are preparing to about one and I approve our boy. Program Ben Pan of a person to be up to form, say, raining in Sisaya. Yamia do not that Ghana will never make that mistake. But even in an unlikely event, the Ghana for the Abani and say money Bima. Program Ben what they buy, it's not convincing if you want to Mr. Speaker, and Ukrainian. Now the Dankwa Kufuado, Ghana for Yan and Bayajani. Sir, and Ukraine, Adia Obi, Eddie and Pia said, Adia say, yeah, and it's so easy to destroy than to repair. And it's very, very easy for anybody to destroy than to repair. Some people don't cry, you see, you had the conjecture, and I say, you put the the first time it's about boom, I say, but when you sit down, and you procedure, what's mean jumping? Over to foundation, where you may feel in a way, I'm a feeling, I say, I live blocks near the whole lot. Meaning, Mahama, the sale of mine, I got a neighbor BID too. Yara Mahama, every Konyaso as president. And then no Kruma. You know Kruma, you do so. You know Kruma, you hear me about the teacher for the nurses for allowance to play this one, my son. Okay. You know, a walk Kruma, talk, crowd, 77, you're not for Asian dear. Talk, common talk. I had the demo of Krano, never for any talk and for Asian dear. Meaning, you know Kruma and say, health insurance, I'm a panic for Ediba, Yara Mahama, and I buy pony NDC. I no. I think I put a Kroma extra here in fear. Me and Sa, Yara Mahama, if you are moving some more me and Sa. You don't know what to say. Common fund. I put this state assembly and require statutory payment. Yara Mahama is the only president in the Republic of Ghana. Common fund. Ultimately, 40 years ago, one whole quarter won't here and power one here. It's Mahama legacy no dear. Upon airtime. Minia, 77. The Obedim Penny Dibia. Now, Obre at the three. Even in the midst of global crisis, even in the midst of pandemic, you got a community in a community. Uba Homade now says, now, as a responsible leader, as a responsible government, a certain plan is very, very critical and important. Or Penny Biawa, or did you think that Nakuma Muno was some year, proper foundation, better foundation? I will feel Benny and as well. He will not be concerned about who takes over from him. Mahama Esther or Mano. So when Mahama was leaving office, he did not even care who takes over. And that is a fact. And you think I can say, and I'm probably going to I can't pay. Meaning, you run another than Kwakupuado. You run Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And they, legacy, I can't want them say, Yen Yai Emma Yara Mahama, and Sir Emma Mefano say legacy no. Ebini Diahin. Ebini and then acquire what we are on my opinion and than Kwakupuado by ye. Acquire now practice. Especially in Quaking Kitty, I want to be pretty back bracket, Mr. Speaker, and they're all over the country. But we are Kobiano, under the NDC. Acquire to be here within the 8 years administration of the incompetent Mahama and NDC. across the country, not less than 4,500 kilometers. And NPP, we have done more than 12,000 kilometers of roads. And then Abani say every municipal assembly Abani say asphalt 10 kilometers for every municipal. And then Columbia will come be a mini program reflection. And I blame Mantamu, blame North, and I blame constituency. Come back to Pepper and I come to Tala and Elba and come back to Makumotri. I can't call him on television in Akotala. Quantum poor Pink at the court, Danny and Krasunta. Now a quote and this about money. Maybe Zaman from Pono and I have Mantem Swappo. Or not able to acquire so bad dying. And the Chronicle Zoom lie on contract of Yana Figure and the Chronicle. Woman to me and your chroma and then acquire a theatre say, Mr. Swat one kind. I did them fee having a Pentecost University area. And then was so to acquire one to Abaya and Tefu. Almost Mutiam and what you have done second of press. Many of you want to can one call. Baby, I know the car crack one year. And then more property for 9 years and perform behind. Behind one work from Korea because of a company and and then property in Aquastro and then behind Padua to other Sabron on the show. And then another bank for the legacy. Or can want them say, on Emma Rajo Mahama ever say in say. Every some ministers or my pioneer that I'm not a crampo. Every I was here and I was in the call for medical attention. Ambulance, and it was a problem. And then another than for legacy living in the say. The 310 ambulances are the buyer and the district to be I want one ambulance, state of the art ambulance. I want modern equipment. Import or you're the bar. The better me a Jamuna acting the Pampano. And your legacy I am from Mama Hama and Maseno. And that drone services are Yaba. And that drone, if you are seeing in Ghana, very well. And this drone, it deliver medical medical supplies. Ghana, 18 more. And it is on record. Just so far, any drone by it. And for Ghana, and then if you are seeing in Maya, Omonam are there for drone. So, and they deliver a quality healthcare delivery. Ghana, very well. Very well.
These are the legacies of President Akufo-Addo. I mean, I be fair to me. Mama Wakasa, maybe a question. I be fair. Yes, I'm saying, sir. So these are the legacies. But I mean, BOT has outlined and Niema Akoso are buying with more enye. I don't know, how do you respond to that?
Mr. Speaker, and agenda 1111, the biggest health investment since independence. Abambia no about investment in terms of youth development and sports. And 150. And then every single region, more must say the Amudu, never threaten Yapuna, Mabru talent. Education sector, about 10 new TVET. Infrastructure, education sector, unprecedented. A big that 3 senior high school career minka. And the Doomsona, Mahamadi Jayano, and the Yankani so recently, and then Kanyana at the Coca Crano, one Ghana for 1 to 3 years. Minia, Biotaman worker. In terms of the economy. In any case, when a country is in a state of emergency and there's a pandemic here, all economic indicators, it doesn't apply. Now, or cast a bond in a haircut. Meaning, economists, advanced economies, such as Switzerland economy, about 17 million euros individual investments were written off. It was written off to zero. Go to Germany. Go to US for the first time in over 40 years. America no mun default payment. Okay, these are things that nobody can run away from it.
But America never gave a haircut, right?
I am saying that people's investment was written off. You can check, Mr. Speaker, in so many countries. That is the reason why a country like America, they had to even about $30 trillion every economy. Even still, the economy is not still as it used to be.
I see. But my kind way man responded now as part of Dr. Baumia Netwa Warrior say was it Andra Bono in the Mantem was it I agree that the interest rates are high. My government will work with the Bank of Ghana to implement prudent monetary policy measures to maintain price stability. This is supposed to be a chairman of the Economic Management Committee.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, you see, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia has been very honest and very truthful. If anybody wants to compare your records proper, from 2017 to 2020, before the outbreak of COVID, before the outbreak of the Russian-Ukraine war. That is when you can do proper comparison and see. Because under NDC, there wasn't any economic crisis, global economic crisis. But the Mahama, on record, and say the downturn in China and are affecting the economy indicators. But for MPP about 2017 today, even regardless of the mess NDC created to the way our economic indicators for 3 consecutive times, 2017, 18, 19, inflation was a single digit.
Very well.
Mr. Speaker, and the question is or maybe you got a pandemic, or maybe a state of emergency. Economic indicators, it doesn't apply. Speaker, and you agree with me.
But maybe why economic indicators now apply.
It's not applicable. Because when COVID globally, government and answer on my opinion they were confronted with two choices. Some countries closed their economy against human life, and they suffered for it. But another than Kufuado, their first fellow Ghanaian speech obey deliver or by permission from the good people of Ghana. Say Ghana for I am your president. This is the state of affairs. This is the situation you are seeing there. Permit me to save human life at the expense of the economy. That singular statement by the president was very emphatic, and the president sought permission from the good people of this country. So, at the expense of the economy.
Very well.
We should not forget about that.
Mesa about Subiem. And for Anusima, I mean, Kobioti. So now,
the members of the cultural BOT Ghana for Aswansa. They know John Mahama. Kolela Kekebakroma Kumnipa 1,400 plus. Kolela a fin at the back. Then your pandemic. Epidemic. But the American is Mr. Speaker. Now, the Danko Kufuado, Ghana for Yana say Abaniba, legacy Sahodo. Under Mahama, every single sector, better as a good. Every single sector is good. Every single sector.
Me that's a crop, yeah. Beauty, you're wrapping up on that, your face. Yeah, your response, just a quick one, too.
Yara Kufuado did not speak for himself. Yara Kufuado was talking to Ghana.
Hello.
Very well. Probably I made that say. Beauty, Maminti, a quick one, that your face.
Okay, so, Mr. Speaker, Mumia Kobia raises some factual inaccuracies. And announcer Kessben, a bigger platform, let me put you to where you belong. Number one, or say, election system, Mahama lost by over 1 million votes. That is a palpable falsehood. Obianko checked the gazetted result by the Electoral Commission of Ghana. The difference of vote between Nana Dankwa His Excellency and Mahama was nowhere. 1 million vote over 1 million vote difference. Go check the record. These are matters of public knowledge. Go to the Electoral Commission of Ghana. It is not over 1 million vote difference. That is a palpable falsehood. Number two, also JDM elector. Natona JDM he has no clear vision for his comeback. Let me tell him today, all the research is up here from Afro Barometer, Economic Intelligence Unit, Global Info Analytics, pontificated to the fact that going into election 2024, the one singular most popular condensing policy, Ghana for the 24-hour economic policy. I'm not sure that this proposed policy is a baby in the initiative of the MPP. In fact, the President Congress has alluded that the 24-hour economic policy is a game changer. Ghana Chamber of Commerce, as I said, the policy is not only a game changer, but it will create decent and available employment. Number three, Ose Mahama, let me avert his mind to the former Minister of Energy, Honorable Peter Amewu. It's clear that the only president or any more megawatt under the Fourth Republic is nobody other than John Dramani Mahama. In fact, he created excess capacity to solve this. And for creating excess capacity under the Fourth Republic to solve this cannot be made say he knows the country. Number four. Or say, this assembly common fund.
Kwame Mpacho, Mami BOT now you're wrapping up on this. Any difference?
Now, Minia Kwabia say, District Assembly Common Fund was in arrear for 1 quarter. Let me avert the to the fact that I have been a former assemblyman and a former presiding member.
And under the first republic, DDF Akamwa, and no other president than Nana Danko Akufo-Addo.
Very well.
They say to you, or see another fourth republic, you know, His Excellency Akufo-Addo. I appoint man Penidia. We need to see the year of growth no more cano. Let him go to the hinterland. On your proper feasibility to the arrested, you realize that Muhammad 4 years 6 months did more road network than Akufo-Addo almost 8 years put together. Again, or see over economic analysis. Anytime a country gets into global pandemic, you know, economic indicators you find Yedma. You are speaking to an economist. And this one position of yours, you know, does not fit anywhere. In fact, I said I can in there, no. Manenka only Kessben FM and Kessben TV. So we need now go who show now for same way war. DOA, DBC, okay. I'm telling you, in the face of COVID-19, all the neighboring countries around Ghana, talk of Nigeria, talk of Congo, talk of Cote d'Ivoire, talk of Burkina Faso, even the war-torn countries, military junta countries around us, no, the economic indicators were doing better. It may be said, through pandemic, near economic indicators in Yatuma. A man Ghana who is here, normal inflation, policy rate, unemployment rate, they were in the positive. No, what accounted for that?
Very well.
The Francati former MPP say, obey engaging the Bank of Ghana to ensure say the excruciating policy rate are giving back to higher interest and lending rates. No, they will curtail it. Let me tell them today. So far was the careful. Or say, some person measure MPP Abaya. You must measure their scorecard between 2017 to 2020. Let me tell you, Niako, say, at the MPP in 2017-18, no, was the legacy and the scorecard led by the NDC government because Abraham NDC no. Now we got so many economic buffers, pension fund, heritage fund, ESLA, Ezin fund, gift stabilization fund. These were the funds that would get to the board. Most of the young put to it is a net. Why by no say between 2017 to 2020, you can take no credit because Abraham handing over Mao in 2021, no, and now you can say no. MPP handed over to itself in 2021. What is your scorecard today? What scorecard they say we are careful the only count to here. So make you can never way in our bomb. The legacy way and a mini crop MPP hold the road here. We in the NDC will meet them boot for boot.
It has a BOT. Crobia for Anusuba Mendayanko. Why?
The American United capacity will enter Ponko. Ghana for França. Mahama Baye, not how you not how you are now. Oka energy sector left. Now, no, they discover, oil and so that. I am MPC government and I am former president for any discover oil. And I end this one because I don't know.
Kessben 92.
And then I know when I know the country said, why you know you discover and to get it through what you do. It's your money in some manner. Oh, that experience. Ghana for ending the Mahama and so Matari at the wall. Ghana for ending this in New York, because we are a top, no contributing the top, no contributing the top. You don't know a top of one or more.
Very well.
They have no program for this country. Now, we did it again. For not make mistake in 2006. Every year, we have a for ever started to my economy. It's not enough to announce a continuous in the work. The quarter about one day, Mahama by a very good woman. We need to say, I got to just 24. Ghana for the years mistake. And you might be another than what I am. Especially in 3 years. The better about the about 3 years. Because NDC, Mahama can't be 3 years. And just good policy to become. Review normal training not a good. And I mean, you need a Ghana for
very well. Very well. Gentlemen, I don't pay my name was Kwame Asante and BOT. I'm grateful for your time. I don't pay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. And to Kwame Asante, Deputy Communication Director of the New Patriotic Party at the national level. And then Bernardo Drotechi, a member of the NDC and a chartered economist, speaking to us. I don't pay on Nkomwa Yedi so far. 36 after 8. This is Kessben. Patrol numbers is 055-059-6929, 055-056-7929. Ubet me as well. I join your live feed no our Facebook no so na afi what the wadwin training nyina so ede aba yebeje na yakenkan ede ama me de Kwame Appiah Kubi. Let's do this.
Oh yeah. 2.9 Asidankwa
Ante medima for Atenase na anope yene omo eba ababedi enkomo medima for Heba Hospital pacho anope ohaw bia da so bia no ode ohaw no ekodu ho nko ade pacho yebetu ase prekope ede ama Maakye nempom to say
Eradia Daroma.
You be fine.
Nyame adomboko.
Okay. And as when my serious now.
Ziga never be serious.
Ziga na ziga better how I come.
Waka me pa onya hu ye. We do yanu ye chinti.
More money to them ho ana.
Ah, enya hwe but ye kasa ndi
atwa. Monya hwe ba mo kasa. I see. Mami tio me demand for to say.
Nyame adaroma ne hu ye pa.
Very well. Mami tio.
Ye be dase ni acheti fo ni ahwefo nyina omunti na omadaroma ye te baby. De ka twa mu nyina ne se nyarewa bia e wo nipadua system ni mu ani omudi asie no eye Dr. Time da for Midimafo Herbal Hospital ena ebeboa wo etu sa nyarewa ni nyina ase ede ama wo Dr. Akachiro Mresanti ni ese ye nkrapo manfa ma so yomprenu ene entena hwiche mu emfa ma womprenu ni se entina yarefo yare ni o Udimafo eni Midimafo Herbal Hospital adaroma sore na fantatia case ni nyina akodan Midimafo Herbal Hospital na Dr. Emfa Time nto so opeso akachiro wo se wote wa ya hwe onipadua ye numunsuo ye na di aduane ye friend balance diet ndi carbon nko an enja vegetables ni fruit no ho se de be ya unuane na wudie na bia benya friend say nutrient anasa pomdie wo mu no ebetimi abo nipadua system no na afei no immune system ne so wahwe ni ye so odidi nuane bi na se mane swinge na odi we na se bia fa ye made chia na oye mwatimu a hwe na jai sa ade ni nyina na wankasa no ene beboa doctor se men control say stroke ya de ama ne homene so ni nyina ne sa adwendwen ti nipa so because my no said the ayane de aginyame nko enti no se when to me anhunu de wo ye now the overburden betu ni padua ne so a ubetimi adwene ama wa adwene no emu ntini na esesemu no ebi ate anase ebi rapture ama moja anwune gum na ba sa so a the stroke na bebre wo ntimi Midimafo Herbal Hospital se me control say wo ho no ma hunu stroke nsunsuanso se titiri ye wo na mu kese anasa wo fata adwojo da bia timi se ho no aye titiriti wo bre ebesa bosume ba akunie se wo nsa benkum no na benkum no etaye tititi udi si wo kra na wonte so atia fom mepacho mane nya wasem hia eno so wo ho na se wo kasa amayi a aso kasa otwen from masa ansa na kasa ba ako aba fe obon se wanimu no anasa official no se wafono ba ako no anasa ni wani fa no eho ne taye odududu si utrase anasa eho na ye heavy weka se ho no theater form abusuafo sorry Midimafo Herbal Hospital ho na doctor enhwensia no kwa ma okra ansa na stroke no abowahwe ama wo nsa no nan entimi nya adwuma ye ntimi Midimafo say safo ni nyina emedan no no for time na otwe mienu ento so yempe stroke ne pomasi brefi se enya bebo hwe sa na asam kese na ade abafie Midimafo Herbal Hospital etu sa ha oni nyina se ama nipadua no enya ahoto se ntatia case yade no ebito so afabra se wo gonorrhea syphilis candidiasis a Midimafo Herbal Hospital wo se ntena ma gono engu animase be ma oto wono ma na chese burning sensations ugu nsu a be ma muhihyo na ensuo bi change colors no ebi fiu ba bi ba wo ye no akira wani etime keka ye okoko sa na o minimu keka ekuro wo minimu mepacho we mu nyina no gonorrhea symptoms etime de banti Midimafo ho na onfabre ento so fi se ye ntatia case we oba wa himfie nye wo depo a esunsun ogu animase a ye Midimafo syphilis etna so twa etime ma adwene mu hawo enti Midimafo ho na onfa time no ento so do se ye ntatia case enti uba professional lab technicians ne hwehwe nipadua ne moja nim ye hunu ba bia yare no ahyase free ba ne aso ano wo ho to uji aduro ne so kono ma ntatia case ensa ama review be no maduro ne be wie no na nyarewa ne nyina atukodio wo sisi ade kwankro emra bi ebise makacho se usisi no eye dwumaso bebrebe enipadua ye mono ne sisi nti bonso tia konwa mo ntime sori enyuma ye no to da bi edura nwumra eboa ye na sisi ade ne bi aba abeka ho enti mpacho so wo kaka etna wo sisi so saa long journey anasa o te baabi choro ne o ma saa wo sisi so na obi wo so a onam kwan wo saa ye adwuma ontena senyi ne sisi na home obi nso tu wala saa eba saa sisie ne de wo de ya beba betenam ntin de end no bo so sciatic nerves no na ehuna mane because atwi fru sisi na so sremu na ntu ne na nkokom saa no na afi wo nan no ugina ho na ekeka bom fi se usisi ni eni ahotomedi mafose se de sisie na dokro wakoye bia na wo ya achi ya no bra ya ma waduru a wachi a wo betene no ya mpa bi emfama se de be ya wo nkurapoma enko omu mienu mfanante efise nipadua no beginning na ente saa eba ne sen na se de okurapoma uti si foma omu akwa mienu Dr. Time da so se bra medima for eba hospital ye be hwe osisi no apene poma si bra edi ama edura nwumre so a watimi edi abo adwuma se be ma wo se ye funu mu krotel so a eye medima for Herbal Hospital enkuda bi atuetuewo amountimi ni di ya broni ato ne din ulcer no ulcer type anase kind bia no eye medima for Herbal Hospital ye to ase wo kokko abrabi malaria to so abrabi insomnia da wontimi na adenti na wontimi na patcho bra medima for honom de owa anemia yare enso imrada bia moja no kwecheke ese wo fom eso tia na eti adenti na eti wona nte kakra no wabre wontimi nya adwumaden wo ho ana ni su brete so fi say red blood cells na intimi produce eye wo liver na sa brebo no na eye sa adwuma na na sa abasan we nipadua nim ni nyina no eye medima for Herbal Hospital Dr. Time da so ho se fabra na emfa time no ento so abusuafo ye be ma check prostate na hu state kro na prostate ni wo mu say ye bad state na sa good state no wankasa abehunu e say prostate ni edi dwumaso we nipadua nim ho techima Junso sem na ehuna mane se be ma ne na mana junso liki na wuhunu na obero pant na chese aye hwebuada ebe didi mu saa no obehu ane se etwa wawo office onkwamwa no omunya hoden biem fi se saa se me na no obe produce e de siesie kwan mama sperms na ba no entime function ti saa ne ma no entime ma patro de ka ho biem a eye hu ne se enche bonse de rubber to be me ba sa na affect o me masem entu wo prostate patro hunu de wo se wo ye na bra medima for Herbal Hospital woni en hwema se de be ye beboa wo na affect o jonso sembi go kogina so jonso a wetimi achem na emoja kakreba jonso ne mu apai mienu pressure nim ahoden nim wo ho ana esoso no phone saa na je se wankasa abebra nkasa ntimisro medima for say sorry bra na on fa time ento so mpacho wo ye friend say wo saa na say o kidney ni wo problem a bra medima for Herbal Hospital doctor say bra ne ento challenge or na otwe miensa behwe kidney no ne arepam na yesa akrafo for de se de be ya efidie bia wo nipadua mu no kidney betimi aye adwuma na yi na ba abontene entena ho ehuna mane e ma kidney ne enje ne ho fi so wo so kwa transplant nkra na ubedi line so sa ye benya bia be yama no na ebi kra na wato na nan won se do e ma kidney ma na sentata ho keka betimi atena wo so wo se nipadua no na ye dark pa fe wa ye ho ya usuo no mu huna mane me patcho ye medima for Herbal Hospital doctor so wo pressure Abraham manage ma ye ntimi ntu ase efisa akoma ne da so ye adwuma ne ye manage ama obi ade no said your tewa woni pressure no de na ye saa enti Brian hwe kwan akoma ne fa so a e supply moja ne nuane nuro ene mframa fa nipadua mu no fi se wa ntimi anya sa adwuma no na se akwa ne bi da honom na emoja na na sa oxygen ne bi ntimi akwa sa akwa na etimi wu enti akoma ne bayire ne ho aye adwuma sa obaye sa provisions ne de ama organs e woni nipadua ne nyina na de mo no so ye adwuma no no so brent ubusan so no hwan na eboa no e wo within hwa na ye na adwuma nti uba medima for ho na so wo pressure be manage regulate the amount na agina brane ni nua ba ko e friend diabetes no patcho ebi wo so a bon so odwun so ntentem unum so ntentem e komedo ntentem e kuro beba minimu ebi a wani so ubenya infection so your ba enuoma se wanyan na aba be so ni nyina no e diabetes type 1 diabetes type 2 diabetes ni sunsuanso ne ye pe type 2 no insulin no a produce but entumi nya adwuma and break it down end product na friend glucose no mani nya adwuma and na type 1 nso so insulin no entumi produce nti wote wano ma na say sa sugar no e fro sa osimi hia insulin so na entumi mbei em regulate ade ma we na afi aye bibia wo ho medima for say safo ni nyina nso ayemra so won no mpem yade wo won kasem yade wa chibremu wa chikase no ye o ya ye medima for Herbal Hospital Dr. Time da so busuafo yade ben ni amoso to na mania so you kwachechiro nsa na hwede e kwaso wiase because owo se tita haban so doctor se wadaro ma wo ye be ma yen kan kyerɛw sɛ wadaroma si mema nem na boy adwuma entena ho megu yanim ase emfa krokro ano mpɛkyɛ krenyo pencil fa bi saa nom lala enkruma ngitengiti bi na de ne nam nipa ho saa no yehu ane de ebu ani twio ye bɛserew saa man kan kyerɛw na mboa enti so ye bɛma na so wadaroma opedie mu ɔden te sɛ me krom bai kɛse nchakyera na homa no kora no gisi etwa because untimi ntwente enti wuntini no wo se etimi gina brand ne pagya ade ne na gina ho a wutimi say yes ade ne enti so opetetrete pipiripi bobrobo kakraka kokoroko tenten brand ne e de se bai kase chacha no na ziga ebo na ni na speaker wan hu na abuza say ye kasa ne we ya na no oka o petenten tetrete bobrobo kakraka pipiripi kokoroko tete brand se bai kase nchachira ensini trase e moniti nko na ako ha e medima for se time no e 5 good days na fu amako num brand ye ntonchia na onye ne saa ade ne emfama abusua ye kira kwan ne wopoku ase mayera uduru ho na mabehu medima for heba hospital ukokuma sen so ayewo atwema ebu akwa agogo doctor time da so the time beto ya de so numbers ne ye 02 44 77 42 82 0244 77 42 82 0500 72 72 15 0500 72 15 Midima for Herbal Hospital Doctor
Feed Center for Adaroma no pay but your one more at the premix ahodo fi na no e de abadwa man so no pay fidi ko say ye mo wa mane o ye Ghana kuani na wonye mo ade ampacho anopay de obe nyina no ene say woni fidi ko for ebedi enkomo na de di kan no e ye fish premix a wo mo de abadwa man so say eno no emra meboa akuafo a ene mo nye aye fish ahodo na motimi akwakoto ni titi mo mo ye catfish farms you know mo amoye tilapia farms ni nyina no anopay se unya fish premix na what the friend nuane edema eye emboa na ebebo mo ye pa fish ni benyingie na wo mo benyin ewa ahoden broiler premix ya de fra enkoko a yenye wo akoton no wo muniane na mepacha wo pese wakoko ni mu yedu enamba ne ho na afi wotimi ton na efisika ema ode anopay woni eye fidikofo ni nkomo na ma wonsanka broiler premix ni bi na ebebo a wo ye pig premix eye mpreko de pacha ene mpreko no wo mo wa wo mo ntimi nwododo mo kwa aya na ha adwen pa se wo pese wo preko no ewo na wo wododo mo bebre na ahoden mo ba na afi wo mutimi enyi ye dia anopay ma pig premise no enye nuane nura hodo a beji so dia friend nuane e dia ma mpreko no ebeboa wo mo apomodin ye na wo mo won so a wo be wododo mo se dia wo expected no enti anopay woni fidiko for eni nkomo na wo mo beje so na afi wo mutimi aboa wo ye layer premise no akoko bi a wo to nkosua bia no ehia layer premises and say you need it ratio money say nkosua no beba na aba bebre enonte opese wakoko no eto no to dodo mu akese mu abra nkosua no enye nketo ade anopay say we use layer premises different kokko na duane layers na wo mo beje so ye pa wo mo benyi ye na wo mo beto dodo mu nso ade ama wankasa wani be na wo hu say okua no a wo si pacho onya so mfa so pa toxin binder no eboa pacho ebe clear de bia enye bia e de free aboa ne system anopay ompe we na open fidiko poultry and animal feed center for the dinnuane no nyina e de abadwa mai so anopay se wo pese wodi your business wo pese wo tu beto region bia wo bia pacho anopay woni ye di nkomo a ye bejo so na ye ne wa ye nhihye ni nyina fra yen 0244260190 0244260190 0242769698 0242769698 na woni fidiko for eni nkomo wa mo bejo so so afre line no 0303958583 na woni fidiko eni nkomo abren here towboat ewo eye oyibi dodowa main road no eso ana obehu fidiko na anopay woni wo mo edi enkomo wo mo adaroma ana anopay wo mo aso yebo ma yede Maakye dwumade nyina no ede so Eclipse collateral management here na anopay mpacho usika sem de ehu hia pa pacho se sika sem ho ayede ede ama wototo wani a entobi animu ampacho wani a wototo no anopai akwakoto eclipse no animpa eje anopai eclipse se memo amane se enka chire kra esanse wajapade bi a wo bia no ekura wo a waye nkrata de atoso bia pacho eni enkrata no wo de beye adwuma na afi wo motua commission ewo ho eno nti fabra fankrata ne bra na wo mfanya adwuma enti osika ewo ho pacho afi se wo pe loan woni collateral wo be ma collateral na eno ne begina so aboa wo ma wonsa etimi aka wo loan eno nti woni eclipse collateral management for eni nkomo anopai na wo hawa ma boso yi nyina no bi na wonnam dia na efasika sem ho dia pacho ye wo mo betimi aye e dia aboa woni Abakan Street ewo Adenta News site ewo and cry ha and pay for one more on 0266 999020 0266 999020 and after 0302 551877 na one eclipse collateral management for any encomo and pay think safety and a decent income. Dr. Alhaji Mahamoud Bawomi Omampenya bedi achire ene eye Franka Tuni edema NPP amanyokuo no egosua wonam oman yi regions ahodo ni nyina mu a wobontra na enomo ana wone eye groups ahodo na no ehyehyia womo edi nkomo. In fact region bi obekombia no wone the regional house of chiefs no edi enkomo oduru bruno ene ne mpatemu so okosia na nanom atrankonya ewo the regional house of chiefs ene omo ekodi enkomo na enkomo ni mu no ana enkomo bebre na nso afri mu aba eno nti domahene echiremo se ene ya must consider choosing a running mate from the Bono region because woman so deserve be pa se ene Bono for enya running mate na running mate no ebetimi ebeye vice president ebeboa womo ye. For that reason, no, he feels the region has been very loyal and faithful to the new patriotic party until it is time say we mo be consider enema etise. Ma yeni kaintie Dr. Bawumia on his store na yemra yeba yebebo doma hene dia no ede amount.
We have also invested because of the need for skills in the human capital. We've invested a lot in TVET. In fact, over the last 7 years, we've invested 6 billion Ghana cedis in the TVET sector. This is one of the biggest investments that we have made in TVET in the history of Ghana. We have revamped 32 National Vocational and Technical Institutes, modern first-class equipment. We've equipped them. We have done, we are in the process of putting together the first phase of 32 state-of-the-art TVET institutions. We have revamped 10 technical universities and 13 technical institutes. And so there's so much going on. And we've, in addition, brought in free TVET and increased the number of people in TVET education from 60,000 now to 159,000. So you are seeing, and TVET, and this is also one thing that we are doing, we are bringing in electric vehicles. I went to a company called Solar Taxi in Accra, where they are already assembling electric vehicles in Ghana. Solar Taxi. And they are training people because it's not a complicated system. As you can imagine, the battery is the key in the electric vehicles. They have engineers, and so thankfully it was very interesting. The majority of their engineers were women. The girls were the majority of the engineers at Solar Taxi. And so we want the electric vehicle module to now be included in the TVET curriculum, because we are now moving towards more electric vehicles so that they can then do the teaching there and you can have apprenticeships at places like.
That is the Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahamoud Bawumia, speaking at the time I was share clergy no ewo bono ene de mpatemu. Now, oko a year the Regional House of Chiefs in Sua, one a year nananoma trankonyan so ekoshia na osadefo osiade yo adwumambedu doma hene enso ene no edi enkomo. Now yentie some of the responses doma hene edema the Vice President.
Adea yedi oda wase titro one mampanyini ene aban ɛne sɛ mmerɛ bi ne airport yi na airport no na nkɔ yie nga sɛ mfie bɛyɛ nso na ɛda hɔ a na ɛnyɛ adwuma yɛde too hɔ anim yɛwura saa airport yi na ɛwɔ no ayɛ adwuma ama yɛ mu bi yɛtumi ɛfa wienhyɛn ɛfiri Sunyane ha kɔ Nkran mmerɛ tiawa waba no yɛana wase a na yɛnyɛ nipa a sɛbio ɛsɛ sɛ bɛboa yɛ yɛwura adeɛ baako so a yɛn nyinaa yɛyɛ abonofoɔ a na ha yɛ paa ne sɛ wɔn sɛ ne yɛn nyinaa yɛ original hospital wɔ Sunyane ha deɛ nso adeɛ a na ɛha yɛ paa ne sɛ aba ne bɛpagya saa regional hospital yi wɔ Sunyane na bayɛ ne teaching hospital ɛsɛ yɛtu ho anamɔn 2019 yɛkɔɔ yɛwura president hɔ nkaa sɛ.
And that is also dear your Ajiman Bedu yebebo running mate ne dear no ediama Richard I have no to so na yemo and no and that is Doma Hine now explaining some of the things SCC Ewo Bono and in Patemu. The first one Sunyane Airport for some time now coming to a hotel na enye juma waka edi achire mo se womode to obampanyene NPP are buying him and then today as we speak the airport was Sunyane no juma function properly again one more episode the regional hospital was Sunyane no back to the level of a teaching hospital and also no ho enkomo ana what say work now what kind of nyina we no chire mo se I mean Dr. Bawumia must consider getting a running mate from the Bono region because one more a lot of personalities the chairman families one more DNPP nechi channel in fact abronya munyina no no ma one more betimi ababeye running mate to the vice president ma yentie do ma hinemra
yewa abian bi owie masem ka we
Kessben 92.9 Asidan Kwan.
Man who say wunyanyi running mate. Ananyaza. Yewa mpacho man who say enche ubeyi running mate. Why you sokra mente yewa edru baby na region bi. Bapa saba kira saba nkuwa na saba de running mate yede. E mabe. Adwambadu antoso bienu minhunu sa. Yewa regions ni bebre nipa na ho. So one say no quiet region binkwa bankwa na badekwa be wi abankwa na babatu ama
Kessben 92.9
babatu ama no akani nyina ne atu atia yewura ade amesro pa na se meden ngobuno region baba se fata menkasa baba mo bedini e wo kuro no so banye o oya ba mo ba de na nsum so maye ndie ye yewura no bae man who said in the womb abunofoi binu so beto Martin haje kwasa unia ye touch my hene na de hia no ono so dibia so oye enyam ndia na me maka na maja Ignatius ba afo awua nye ne ko school papa ya otiwe maintain ho chima bia da bia oye ne niam ase no sise okay, I say she a pray. Okay, me na okay no. Me wan say me ka. Yewa vice. Pacho Ignatius ba fo awua. Ono so di. Oyo candidate oya. Obedru ba bi kura no. Anhwe kura no say benchema. Nam so kura ma aba aboso ni ndi nachi. Yewa ndi je bi so ba fra no kwaku adwuma man. Ono so di bia, ono so oya. Yewa adise mama honorable mama afo ananyoma oya ha honorable na osu dibia won fa ne na bi mbam doma ngro yewa ne America ne tiawa ne se nipa na obatusu no aso running mate no ya Bono region to that extent Bono is yasu ya o interest wom yasu ya pese ya nkrofo no ba ya ubobi and abronye obono abronye betima ka se bibi o mambi nti ya basra wada roma ma search no Asidan Kwan baby nkwa tofa baby a ekoto baby a ya bati ase na mom eba bona meda wase pa yewura sa
Kessben 92.9 Asidan
Kwa ma wakwaba
I was young man that's it. For after night, I had Kessben. One for young Kaho. I was surprised. Doma East, Mrashobi Jenny, Portune Berima. A very nice gentleman as well. But I agree. I seem to agree with Doma Hene in the commentary, no, and then for Wabubobo Modeni. And this is Kessben. Now, this is Doma Hene suggesting some of the names. I mean, one no when they say vice president. I mean, consider to become running mate. Women so qualify. I mean, some of them no. Edina Wabubobo Ignatius Bafu. I mean, and yet the day. From Kofor time, I mean, Watanawa Babisi and Ekufuado paying you, so His Excellency. And then you look at Urako Kwajima Menu. In fact, when you backlash, I had the court as health minister. But regardless, I mean, was serving from those times, becoming a deputy minister, with Dia Abba Babisi and Techiman South, Mrashibigani, Martin J. Mensa Corsa. Now, the local government minister. I mean, very solid young man. I would also ever hear Raddy mate in Libya. Then you have Portune Berima, a very young dynamic man. One also Ebuan Puntu, Ewa Doma East, and in Patemunina. In fact, these are very competent young people. Truly speaking, no, Doma Hene put it right. Say vice president, no, cast the net no wider. I mean, there are competent people also in the Bono Enclave. Say woman so in your nomination to become a running mate. I mean, a bebwa, including Kwame Bafo Abronye. Yes, himself. Kwame Bafo, the qualifications, you may disagree with Doma Hene, but Kwame Bafo Abronye will be a politician. Well, yeah, at the corner name. And those are some of the names. Quite an interesting one. But I don't know what you think. And ube to me at the Wajin channel, at the Afa your lines in the so now what they are about 0550-596-929, 0550-567-929. Now what they are about your budget, not yakin kind in no at the amount. Now I'm chance to say.
Cabbage you so.
Bibi Aboko.
Nyamia do Marako.
I didn't know you.
Nana Doma Hina making me day.
What make you day?
Yes, so I'm making me day, but you see, this corner, Kwame.
Yeah.
Next keba.
A bantam.
A bantam na obia in running mate na kwaka. They make what I say. Because running mate is strategic. And yet you need running mate and PC. A certain people, group, religion. We choose a running mate strategically to win election. Jamaica, what I say.
Yeah.
Eti ne corner here, Kwame, and you come now for nkofo fi ho. Dear fofi ho papa. Now I think that it's a great call. Nana any a Bruno House of Chiefs. I think say Dr. Baumel Chusu be a free Bruno Kranwa. Kwame, it is time they also have to start becoming one and nurture somebody to become the flag bearer of NPP and NDC. It should be delimited to Yunkwa Kwame. We have the likes of J.H. Mensah, Buziers, and all these people, big time politicians that we have read their books and all this stuff. Currently, the pair is here. Ignacio Bafo, where I came.
Yeah.
On what I said, come out to it. On way 50-50. Ofrei, a child room, a Ashanti region. SFE, Bruno, who's a mammy, a him out, a child to Konoka technically Parico Asantini. Tiko you bet me abuano. Debe ko acha say. Eno order tika say kanana kasa asem we say. Tama no obi anya ni running mate no. Na kode to amanyofo na nim say o per running mate they should come to Bruno Hafo. That could have been a Kwame. The year 2000.
Yeah.
President Mills make his statement to be. Nana omo enkofo celebrate the 3 judges no. You Seven Previasa, ya Joe Monkwa in the web 1982. Then 20 years Muno. And a President Mills make his statement to be car status of limitation. No make his statement ever judges no. Now make that status of a statute of limitation. Kwabre Japan nane papa ka ho anya ne de. And you took a swipe at President Mills. Said something serious and it catch mixed reaction. The whole Ghana, everybody was condemning what President Mills said because people did not understand it. So President Mills, through President Mahama, then President Mahama, no communications minister, issue a statement to clarify the statute limitation and all can say President Mills say statute of limitation at the fried judges now did make a year speech. One say judges know you cool on the 7 previous no me criminals. No mom or person what 20 years here ya babeduni. Statute limitation in law actually say it can still call back civil and criminal cases. You bet me sad ya friend. They make what I say. That's the interpretation. The mind. Eti omini say or person what say not judges ni a criminal. Sasem we make kaipa those days. Them the papa newspapers. Me papa crack ebi. Kwame. Politician be a make statement. You have to be very careful. Nana do down kwaku for the statement ya wa make Kwame. Me hand you over for Mahama. Me hand you over for Mahama. I was trying to chronicle how many times that he has said it. 3 times. Opportunity be obenya biano. He said this. Kwame. The meaning our person was trying to say. Me hand you over for my NDC. I will make sure me bomb home madiamba do on minus year na ma hand you over the ama MPP. Kwame. Statement to be saying no yanka. I don't feel comfortable with this statement, Kwame. I don't feel comfortable because this country will be a kind of first one. Why an interpretation? Anything I made come out the precedent of what President Mills said in 2000, which Kwabra Japan and then call for anti-assay. Brana Champone, Nanado down Koku for the summer moka. You had you over my MDC, you had you over my MDC, and see that, Kwame. They are putting this country on trial. I'm telling you. The president should refrain from this kind of words. Me hand it over. Kwame. We should put premium on the peace. This election here, we should put premium on the peace of this country. Our utterances can trigger instability in the country. We have to be very careful. As some of my penila can Kwame, we did yes or what you say. But any nana Kwame, nipa bi o tiase. Nini nana ye beti sadu mo be siase. E dan kofo trimu say, nana do dan kwaku fa so on hand you over. En fama ye friend say, John Mahama. Brana champa some kaye na Easter wasa repeat. Sida. Misinterpretation all over. And you should know better. When finance sato wasabi, if you are native wisdom, you say you know mine, anything can happen. Election will say is so crucial, not even 1992 election. When President Maham rallies, every day the military junta, our office here be to media finish some what brashes saw mine about the democratic rule near be to media finish some. Not even the year 2000, Kwame. Said the first time in the Fourth Republic, to me baby free a binding some on one political party for a shane say uncle court nyanko deputation na onsa on hold on to power. This is the most crucial in the Fourth Republic because we have never seen a political party calling for breaking the 8 cycles. Kwame Appiah. And for the first time that we have seen a former president staging a comeback, the friend say almost no political party, about 90% endorsement. We should be very careful, Kwame. We should be very careful. We should watch other countries. Nyamini Hansen ho. Nyamini Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Nyamini Ghana and Rwanda.
And besides, when I am sitting president.
Yes, when I am sitting president. It has said
on you, so who be making sure.
That's it.
You better have a free and fair election.
Yes, Kwame. Yes, Kwame. It was no kasa. You shouldn't put the country on trial, but adebia eye asumbiasam. Asema ukai Kwame, eye politics. Ebia utizi Mahama. Ebia unim the opesa wachre. But Kwame interpretation, I have heard a lot of NDC, not NDC, political scientists. We have called one on the breaking news. I was saying, I'm a penasa more kawankani. But on my opinion, you know, we have to be very careful. When the tension issued between Otufo and Nana Domahene, Nana Domahene was all over the place saying things. And people, the historians say, the man is twisting history. Then Bruno House of Chiefs went to Jubilee House. They told Nana Domahene that Nana Unimeyipa history pa. But people did not take it kindly. A lot of people did not take that kindly. Until say, Eugene issue a statement on his Facebook wall. Say Nana do down Kufuado. And that's how I know a person was. But Akwabie, how many people and they access a friend to Eugene? Our Facebook already that. And you know, you say, the Nana do down Kufuado no person or better. And we had your friend say, and Kofoya Moya Ifa agenda. Agwe Chronicles. Banner headline. Now you know history pa Kufuado to Nana Domahene. That statement, and you didn't mean it. You didn't mean it. And this could have set up your friend and say a tribal war in the country. Nobody should come and say, I'm saying serious things. We are, you know, my Ghana. Nobody should call me say, baby, I'll come go deep. Yes, I have to go deep. Yeah, you know, my Ghana will be there. President Kufuor, Nadia Bakwa, de Bia Kokosranwa, or person of Fakwa no address a corruption from Adam. Come okay, I statement. Yeah. Corruption from Adam.
The days of Adam.
The day we went to President Kufuor's house, he was addressing Okanwa Kwakwa dia babesiwo. Ah? When anti-corruption crusaders group B from was it Nigeria or something paid visit to him, he said it. And a youth group called Dream Over I Thought Transfer Series, they went to President Kufuor. He found a way to tell them or pursue any opportunity all the time to address that issue. But in fact, the point is, he said, corruption is from Adam. Kwame, they know a person what trying to say. Ubenya tumia or see Eve. Adam or Garden of Eden. Na kana ho no what the way bibia kama. Na your boy Eve bind Eve no who fair. How Shandamite Eve was. Beautiful woman, hypocrite, so corrupted Adam and corrupted the Garden of Eden. Eti ubebenya 2 minutes power. Power no can corrupt you. 2 minutes bet me corrupt you. It will catch you. Say even corruption started from Adam's time, so they should watch it and be very careful and tread cautiously. This is what President Kufuor wanted to mean, but misinterpretation. And ne aya abatros edano kon the bia President Kufuor any opportunity jebe bia or person oyi ni ho ano emfa. You're very careful because election way Kwame. Dr. Baumia bet me we need this election. I'm telling you. President Mahama bet me we need this election. You bet me akwa koto abanu. No bia different political party bia winning. Then somebody can create chaos to be yes ha you do kwa abana kwa say afi court say dabi and to say no go in favor of MPP and confess yanka what kase one hand over farmer ye Mahama any NDC. Then na akwa cause party unrest in the country. All refrain from that. Southwest na enya papa Kwame you bet me a coach ye. With the different phrase, adjective and all that to tease President Mahama. This is what they've been doing. They meet all the time. They talk to each other. Almost but Kwame, and not to this extent. MPP for penny for country and another. May handle over farmer NDC. May handle over farmer Mahama and Kanasa, your family or mine. Brana champion your opportunity. You should stop saying that. It will bring political arrest. Even I'm telling you. What are this election? I'm not prophet of doom. Go and see how the NDC people will be aggressive Today, a retired police commander is now chanting the name of NDC. NDC seriously recruiting people to be vigilant. Because all this statement can amount to that. People becoming vigilant and aggressive. And it shouldn't be like that. Yes, what the normal shank of 14.
Yeah.
And how can you address no? Also, can you address no?
Yeah.
As a son would dress ya, you know, a man here for not a cry, an 8-year-old girl cry, 8 years old, say no person watching. But, sit that, you may hand you over my NDC, sit that, God, I know there. You don't talk like that. It's okay, Kwame. And then, 2 cases near the actor Senator. Yeah, the other some of the actor Senator. Yeah, the other actor Senator, FDA, Diano. Yes, in them there, Becca.
I see.
Oh, I'm the actor Senator. I think you're competitive.
To be aquacoton. And hono, ya wakanisa heba shop and kasa ana e woho. And what you know, baseline pharmacy bia with him across the country bia no. Mpacho ya ton kanisa ndroni bi ewo mo. Enunti anope mpacho ko na koje wodie. Ebeboa uye pa. Se upe. Omo chakwan na opese oni omo edi nkomo a fra omo numbers no on 0247 887436 0247887436 na wone kanisa eni nkomo ana fra 0202 990943 0202 990943 na wone kanisa eni enkomo anopei womo adaroma ana adom aboaye na Obatampa Prostate Center for Adaroba no pay one more sebe more one kaya say prostate there pacho e adwuma no say wotena se ya ma enei ebeye kese pe na chese the problems we bring na no ana eba the teacher we bema 40 years when the fear aduanan e ko edi pacho prostate no aben wo pa enti aya na wa check your prostate no na afi a save you from any damages pacho say nei utie me odihye bi ya hye catheter and I send a rubber and one a baby mua a son say the prostate no asaya and no pay only Obatampa Prostate Center for any encomo one will be catheter no ediama one be sheno ama ahoto etimi aba afi oya bema edruana joa ojonson tentempa so many times and sana adiache ojonso ayana unya tsinkase ojonso no ebiakem ni nyina no ama afei Johnson no pressure na edi ache ni kra no ewo form dia anopai prostate no ebo kokko na entwen ema enkonkodru baabia ne kono ebeye diansa anopai ya tutuwanamo na kopie mu ewo Obatampa Prostate Center for asoye na woni ofa Wilson enkonkodi enkomo womo ebejo so ahwe ama wo prostate no eho haw bia baabia to chima bia no mpache wombeyi ni nyina no edi free ho edi amount Obatampa Prostate Center ewo nyenyano Kaswa main road no eso Fifi Pratt last stop eho ana obehu eye Obatampa Prostate Center anopei uboremu ewo ho a wombejo so na afi womotimi aboa ama wonso o prostate ne hawo nyina no
body but be aboko pa
be aboko okay o voice ni am the bass ni mode pa se Louisa for ho to say
Louisa be aboko
of ho ye
fashion ho ye pa
ho ye ho anopei ma yeni nkomo na menim se St. Louisa abiapono mo e de ato ho se wa wo pese woni wo mo digwa because woni wo mo e digwa wa wo ahokeka no ene ahotoso se ubetu mo no ne dodo mu na watimi akwakoton no I mean akwanya no aba e de ama ma yeni nkomo emfa eye distributors no any agents no eho na afi shops ahodo no nso yenhwe kwan a wo mo fa so a wo mo efere.
Okay, St. Louisa local rice echeche Ghana fo nyina St. Louisa local jasmine rice St. Louisa natural jasmine rice Ghana yangase mo a yadono yangase akuafo afuom akuafo tete no yebeka ne se omadomo awo omate yakoso ho no eno ana St. Louisa natural jasmine rice yede aba your number is 0546 24 23 43 0277 452 742 the actually nyina na say Ghana yankase ye mo no St. Louisa natural jasmine rice yede aba no emo a obedi abo apomuden eno pe ene St. Louisa natural jasmine rice men twen ma doctor ema wunyini doctor nka Jose kodi Ghana mo St. Louisa natural jasmine rice ansa na wakodi sa mre ya wo ya brand ya baba wo ya otimi nkan ya and also get St. Louisa natural jasmine rice. Shop beer ben be a rem, my chance to the cocoa, but only a cocoa, Yankasia Ghana, Yankasia dear. It is St. Louisa natural jasmine rice, so being in Kwabemu. I'm a baby, I will be so yeah, Juma, so when you Juma, bet me add it up there with Juma. St. Louisa local rice, just get 6,100 Ghana cedi. 6,100 Ghana cedi. And no qualify wow multi agent will be a wobia. Says I'm Raymond and sorry, be a started. You to know what sorry, no money, Jumayano. I must start a boamo. Omna 6,100 I was a bride, I started agent in Uni. Maybe I will be a note me 6,100 Ghana cedi. Best supply rice in the be. Now I saw boam what my tongue, maybe I will be a. It's a number 0277 452 742 0546 24 23 43. Baby, I will be out here and Kessben. O qualify so be agent. Say I sorry, say you school abroad. You know Ghana. U could be or baby, I will be out person agent to be o qualify. So what's up? Baby, I will be out to be started. Agent or St. Louisa natural jasmine rice. Baby, I will be out a shop no kwajibi. Nienti also this St. Louisa natural jasmine rice and say wapom din nsam e so man hu hian. Na wapom din nsam hian so de anuane a wodi kom. Eno pe na be wapom din agina yie. Enti entwen yare anase enyini ma doctor nkan kire say koto St. Louisa natural jasmine rice di ansa. Samre ya. Enti doctor phone bebre no ye be sere mo kra sa bre na no. Nipa ba mo ho e be check up sa. Omo mo nti ese so mo wura shops no pe. They should just go in for St. Louisa natural jasmine rice. A lot of boa wapom din direct from the farms. 2 weeks per a production as a woody. Upon the way now, there St. Louisa natural jasmine rice. And obey me, Enya. So, Wokophobia and that's what can of Total 2 filling station opposite Ghana Commercial Bank. Ura Total 2 filling station. A whole number is 0244 67 29 71. Oh, Uncle calls out and can of pay and call 05466 09 510. Maybe I will be a shops in Nemu. Or Korongo Duma say areas and so a course junction course secondary school junction on your left. Provision shop Cassia Ura Hobena St. Louisa natural jasmine rice. I come up Buamo Apomudin, Akoyi, Nesipi, Esitanzo. Buagana, Nayankasa Ghanaian promote to Ghana. These are some of the ways they carry of over 1,000 plus Omudo from Wana. The more I want to know your production. Oh, Fabi, oh, Brad, Jumaye. Ever boy and Cassia Pomudin, and production or country, you to know so, and Jumaye. It's a boy and you produce to promote to Ghana. Yankasia, the St. Louisa natural jasmine rice. The Esther Biana, so we will be ano. Grasshop Biakotobi. Edi o bo mo apom dia koso so na wo sai boa o man Ghana musuma mrante na maba wo muso no asanya adwuma aye
enti dia oba nyina no ene se mpacho ohia 6,100 right na wo de aba betu mu ni bi na afi wakwa akoton won hye dan hia shop sa mpacho ofie ba bia betimi de egu wo ka mu betimi de bi egu mu boot na wo ton na wo de cost supplies no eye 25 kg no meka 25 kg na 5 kg ya yasheshe ne sa 5 no na afi ye tu bebre na no e de amount na watimi akwakoton ubetimi ayiye ne makomako etimi aton eno achi no pese oton no bags no enso a ubetimi aye ne sa na etimi aboa na mami entio na anopenso ode enkache no ebaye no ayana yense dandi ehono enkomo no bebre enti mami ntio won katie ne ho
yes St. Louisa natural jasmine rice ya na St. Louisa herbal clinic ya de St. Louisa groundnut paste na ba ye ngasa de focus ni nyina ne se Ghana agriculture industry na ngasa na ye biem ya promote mu ye ya ngasa ya ngatia ya do no wafuo mu ngasa ya sa ase ne ba bi na Obapa Louisa ka se o ba bi hono ne ye dua nkatie enti dua nkatie ne ma nyina ne hu se Dr. Fonso aboa me hu se Yangasi betima production no. Eti doctors for assess who say no. Yangasi local groundnut no so betima boy. Eti St. Louisa natural jasmine rice and asade St. Louisa groundnut paste aba. Baby shop bia wo bia rem. And as a pick number na free 0277 452 742 0546 24 23 43. Groundnut paste near St. Louisa natural jasmine rice na diaba. I hear from St. Louisa herbal clinic. Yangasi for mo asase na yedom no hwa na yedua nkatie no ana yetu na yedua machines mo process no corrector. Baby awo bia obenya bia for apomodi nti no e wo se wonya bi. O friend number say bia wo bia no ye be deliver bia ma o shops no kwa o so St. Louisa natural groundnut paste obenya bi I affordable way no addictive omo ye chop bars nnuane nya de nyina we ya na samre omo start here omo use your sizes na ade nyina very very affordable be bo wankasa pomuden.
Very well. And cry ha ye pemochira kwan ya ye be homo e wo he.
Oh, in Kahadi, baby, I will be a friend number 0546 242343. And I was over a head officer, La Paz, La Paz, opposite police station, Tobacco Pharmaceuticals, and Ohio War. And I over at the house, wholesale shop was printers, Zenith Bank or a shop, and I
wholesales.
I see that wholesales, and I surround sports, or Lashibi, and also your shops were. Oh, friend number, say, be also will be an oversee about one shop, a baby, be a bit member. But two person here and Gasapadia, you will pass opposite Tobacco Pharmaceuticals. I want to St. Louisa Natural Jasmine Rice. Your number is 0277 452 742 0546 24 23 43. Yes, speak with a quick one. Yeah, Kayo Ghana for St. Louisa, you be and Kwame Mono, you be a shop Kessie Kumasi.
Okay.
A 2T and Ko Kumasi on a payer. You will take. Udu teka yes be the maximum go filling station kwan na kwa affordable ho na o branch ya o kwara obi say Ghana mo St. Louisa Natural Jasmine hin no mo obi a be kire o baby shop kese enu kwan officer Ghana flag mienu siso ura mu ha baby we bia no obenya emu no bi ediam wapomudi
be lifted ban. No, this one says that good morning speaker, please Nana Domahene has shown his concern, but this request should go to the NDC because he is in bed with them as a party. Isaac Huno, you sent this one from Huni Valley in the Western region. Thank you for a message. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. My name is Frederick Saki, listening to you live from Somenya in the Eastern region. Tell President Akufo-Addo that we, the youth in Ghana, said we will hand over whether he likes it or not to the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. His utterances get people angry, but we will not say anything for now. December 7th is just at the corner. Thank you for a message. This one says that good morning, speakers. Nana Frimpong Ziga is right. Sometimes I disagree with him though on his analysis. What is wrong with what Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo said? Sometimes you, the media, are the problem. Ghanaians are clear in their minds with what President Akufo-Addo said. Collins, you sent in that one from Asante Bekwai. Collins, thank you if that is what you think. Yeah, that's it. This one says that, Mr. Speaker, please let Nana Frimpong understand that he must know that he is not the only journalist who knows everything, because everything this government does, he speaks against it. Why? That is the question you ask. Does he have an issue with the sitting president? Why analyze the president's statement in that manner? But as a man from Paul Kaya from somewhere in the war home. Very well. Mamin Kai we na afe yantuaso. This one says that Mr. Speaker, good morning. My name is Raouf from Eye Riamoa. Say Nana Domahene should come again. If Abronya should become Dr. Bawumia's running mate, then we should go for Wuntumi Asebo Ghana. That is what you also think. And Abronya bebe running mate and can cover Wuntumi. I see. This one says that, Mr. Speaker, are there no laws in Ghana against armed robbery, rape, murder, and etc.? In spite of these laws, don't people still commit those crimes? So what is so special about the LGBTQ plus that we are wasting so much time discussing and talking about them almost every time on radio? Appiah J, you sent me this one from Sunyane. Appiah J, good morning to you. I hope say I'm grateful for your text. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Very fantastic morning show.